Hello everybody, thank you for joining me here on Tongva land, where I grew up in El Sereno, just east of here. Union Station has been really special for me as it's been a portal for leaving East LA and exploring the city through bus and bike, as I've never owned a car. My name is Joy, or Alegria, and I'm going to guide us today in a movement meditation, and I'll share some breath work and some mudras, and all of these movements and practices can be easily done while you're in transit or on the way to a bus station or train station. We're going to begin first in sitting position. So I invite you to get comfortable in a seated position as I am, and you can use either a blanket or bolster or block or rolled up blanket or pillow to lift up your hips. And I like to begin with using either plant medicines like essential oils or plants. You can use aromatic plants or anything that you might have accessible, like rosemary, rose, even basil. So what you will do if you have essential oils, you'll drop them into your palm of your hand and rub your palms together, and then bring your palms to your nose and just take a breath. And you can do that as many times as you'd like. And if you're using the plants, you can just bring them to your nose. Take an inhale and exhale. And while you continue with your inhales and exhales, tune in to rooting your sit bones into the earth as you lengthen your spine, lift up your heart, and smile. And we're going to bring our palms out to our sides. So with your next inhale, let's raise our arms up above our head and then exhale down. We'll do that one more time. Inhale and hold, and exhale, bringing your palms down to your heart center. Here, take a moment to breathe and tune into thoughts of gratitude, thanking the earth for holding and supporting you today and every day, and thanking your body. Beautiful, come back down. And then we're gonna begin with some really easy poses for while you're sitting and waiting for the train or bus. You can easily do this. And so we're gonna stretch our neck. You're gonna bring our hand above, straight above, and reach over for your left ear, pressing gently to your right shoulder. And these are really great because we're always often looking down at our phones. So it's really good to remind ourselves to stretch our neck. Breathe here. And then let's do the other side. Bring your left arm up and bring it around to your right ear. With your exhale, you're gonna press gently and really breathe into any part that might feel tense or tight. Send your breath in that direction. And then come back down. Next, we're going to do a torso circle. So you're gonna keep your spine lengthened, and throughout all of this practice, you're gonna engage your abs. So one way to do that is thinking about pulling your belly button in towards your spine. And then with our inhale, we're gonna start to circle around to the front, exhale to the back. You can do as many of these as you'd like. I'll be doing 4. And then of course we want to always do the other side. So inhale as you move circle around forward, exhale coming back. These are really good to do before meditation, as it gets your hips and your back massaged, and it also massages your intestines. One more, inhale, circulating around the front and towards the back. And so I really like to do movement before sitting in stillness for meditation. And so we're gonna move into some standing poses, and then we'll do some meditation and some breath work. Let's begin in a forward fold, so you can come onto your knees or however you'd like to come up. Have your feet hips distance apart and just hang your head down and shake your head yes to your wellness, to your body. You can have your hands on your elbows or you can let them hang down. Wherever feels good. If you'd like to make some circles. And then with your next inhale, let's roll our spine one vertebrae up at a time. Keeping a slight bend in your knee, roll your shoulders up and back. I'm gonna share a mountain pose, which is a really foundational pose for all of the poses. So keeping your feet hip distance apart, again, you're gonna pull your abs in, lift up your heart, your hands to your sides. You're gonna send energy down through your hands, down through your feet. Maybe even imagine there's roots growing underneath your feet and your heart's lifted and you're gonna smile. Here, you can lean forward and back, to the side, to the left, to find your core strength and your center. So these are really good poses to do while you're waiting and even while you're on the bus or train. Oftentimes I've been on a bus for sudden stops and you have to really engage your core if there's nothing to hold on to not fall. So these are really useful for those moments. And also just to really tune into core strength. From here, let's lift our palms up, keeping everything engaged, and then come down. And then we're gonna move into some balancing poses. So keep the slight bend in your knee and tune into your left foot as you press down into your left foot, lift up your right, and then circle your ankle 4 times on each side. And then bring that down, and we'll do the other side. So press into your right foot, lift up your left, keep everything engaged and smile, and then rotate the other side, and bring that back down. And now I'm gonna show the next pose is a lunge or a crescent pose. So pointing both feet in the same direction. You're gonna come onto the ball of your left foot and bend your right knee. Lift up, keeping everything engaged, or you can keep your hands on your knees, wherever feels good for you. And as always, all of these poses can be modified. Do what feels good for your body. And then go ahead and come back to center and turn to the other side. So reach, press into the ball of your foot, bend your left knee, engage your abs, reach up, or keep your hands on your knee wherever feels good for you. Good, and come back to center. You can heel toe your feet together, back to standing. And just as a reminder, as always, listen to your body, do what feels good. If you feel any pain, then do something different that feels comfortable. So I want to share with you a walking meditation, and just to remind you that meditation can happen anywhere, anytime, while you're walking to the train or bus station, while you're waiting, especially while you're waiting and maybe you're running late. This can help bring calmness to you in the moment. And now we're going to go into a walking meditation where I'll invite you to take a moment to notice your feet on the ground, notice the earth and your feet pressing onto the ground, and maybe even imagining what part of the earth you're on, and take notice of the environment around you. Notice the grass, notice the trees, the wind, and the shapes of the leaves, the trees dancing in the wind. And notice without any judgment, just observe and see. And even if you'd like, you can feel the texture of the trees. And as always, tune into your breath and lift your heart, smile. Tune into your breath. And just be in the present. Coming back to our mat or the ground, we're gonna come back into a seated position. Make sure you have your rolled up blanket or bolster or pillow with you. And I'm gonna share a meditation that you could do while you're waiting in transit or anywhere or even at home. So we'll begin with some breath work and I'll introduce a mudra. So again, tuning into your spine, making sure your spine is lengthened, your abs are engaged, your shoulders are relaxed, and you're smiling. And if it helps to close your eyes, I invite you to close your eyes and let's bring our hands one to our heart and one to our abdomen. So I'm going to share with you a 4-4-7 breath, which is a really useful breath for calming the nervous system. So you're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 7. The long extended exhale really helps to bring calmness to your nervous system. So even if don't worry too much about the count, as long as your exhale is longer than your inhale. And while you're here, you can also, I want to share with you a mudra. You've probably seen this mudra before. It's called the Gayan Mudra. You're going to bring your thumbs to touch your index finger and your 3 fingers together. You may have done this naturally. You're going to bring your mudra onto your knees, and this mudra helps to maintain balance, to bring calmness to your mind, and to deepen your meditation and bring ease while you're in meditation. So just take a moment, close your eyes, continue with your breath, your 4-4-7 breath, or whatever feels good for you. Close your eyes. And take a moment to just notice the sounds around you. This is a practice of being present, a practice of stillness and awareness. And so noticing your breath, noticing the sounds around you, the water fountain, noticing the wind in the trees and the leaves dancing, and just noticing the colors and really just being present with everything that is around you and even inside of you. Tuning inward, listening to your breath, and just notice the quality of your breath. Does it feel expansive? And just notice, most importantly, observe without any judgment. And while you're here, let's go ahead and lengthen your spine again and relax your shoulders. And just take a moment to listen and be still.